We have a long way to go, but these gains are real and really important.
That's District CEO Eric Gordon speaking at a press conference announcing CMSD's very promising results on the nation's report card. After more than a decade of flat and low results in national testing, CMSD now ranks near the top in academic growth when compared with 20 other large U.S. urban school districts, according to the National Assessment of Educational Progress. Let's take a look at the press conference for more details and what the CEO had to say after the event about how the district got to this point and where we go from here.
At a time when 35 states and our nation as a whole are seeing decreases in student achievement, and when several other urban districts, from the lowest performing to some of the best performing, are flat or declining themselves, your Cleveland Metropolitan School District posted positive gains on all 4 measures of the National Assessment of Educational Progress. This is the nation's report card, NAEP, or the National Assessment of Educational Progress. It evaluates students' performance in grade 4 and grade 8 in both reading and mathematics every 2 years in all of our nation's public schools. It is often recognized as the gold standard of student achievement assessments. CMSD is one of only 3 districts out of those 21 measured districts that improved in all 4 sections of the 2015 NAEP, ranking among the top 25% of growth in all 4 areas, one of 3 in the country. In 4th grade reading, our 7-point gain in 4th grade reading scores was second highest among the 21 urban districts measured, closing the reading achievement gap between Cleveland and 9 other large urban districts. The gains were true for all students, from our lowest performing students to our highest performing students, including a 10-point performance gain for our students with disabilities or special needs. We also cut the performance gap between boys and girls in half, reducing that gap from 18 points in 2013 to just 8 points today. And we closed the achievement gap both for African American and Hispanic students compared to their white peers. Compared to our 2nd place ranking this year, CMSD last in 2013 ranked 19th out of 21, the bottom. So from the worst to the first, your Cleveland Metropolitan School District. Larger than the gains earned by the state of Ohio, and larger than the nation as a whole. Gains for our top performing students held steady. Our top performing students continue to perform well, while lower performing students improved, closing the gap between our lowest and highest performers in 4th grade math also. CMSD also closed the achievement gap between students with disabilities and their typical peers by 8 points in 4th grade reading, and closed the achievement gap again between our African American and Hispanic students and their white peers. Again, while we're ranked 4th among the top 20% in the nation, this time, the last measure had us ranked middle of the pack with 13th ranking out of 21. While we only had a 1-point gain in 8th grade reading, this still ranked 4th highest among urban districts measured, while other urban districts were either stagnant or declining, and the state of Ohio and the nation saw performance declines as a whole. Again, gains for our top performing students held steady. We didn't lose ground for our best performers, but we did close the gap for the student who struggles most. In 8th grade reading, we had a 12-point performance gain for our students with disabilities. We cut the gender gap by 30% and the black-white gap by 13%. This year, we ranked 4th. In 2013, we ranked last, from worst to nearly first. So congratulations again on our 8th grade reading scores as well. And 8th grade math. Again, we only had a 1-point gain in 8th grade math, but that still ranked us 5th among those 21 urban districts, among the top 25% of growth in the urban districts in our country. That in Cleveland, it is not a saying to raise a child takes a village. It is a being to raise a child takes a village. Can we celebrate the village of our community partners? Ladies and gentlemen, I have fifth graders that have to go back to class. Thank you for being with us today. Thank you again to everyone up here. This is our celebration of moving forward. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great day.
You know, so the results that we got really is because we implemented the Cleveland Plan. We've really looked at how we support our very best teachers and get them in the right place. 80% of our teachers are skilled or accomplished. We looked at how do we hire the very best teachers. We've hired 750 new teachers. We've looked at new curriculum that we've put in place. We've looked at how we work with our community partners and our families. Now we need to stay the course. What these results showed us is that our new strategies are working, and when your strategies are working, you don't change course. So it may seem kind of backward to say, what's next? Nothing, it's this, do it really well, and that'll be our focus in this year and the coming years.
CMSD was one of only 3 districts in the group of 21 to improve on all 4 sections of the 2015 NAEP, also known as the nation's report card. The test is given every 2 years. From the CMSD TV studio, I'm Shannon Kantner.